What you see here is an LED and three different sensors. This one is an ultrasonic, this one is sound, and this one, it's light. Now this senses the brightness of the light surrounding it. So if I put my hand over, it's going to be dark. And if I set it to sense an amount of light, then it should turn on the LED. Or if it's too dark, I could turn it on. For the sound sensor, make a certain sound, like as long as it's loud enough for it to hear, then it should turn on the LED. Now for this one, it's kind of cool. All you have to do is have any object from a certain distance to be in this way, I guess, and it should turn on the LED. Now let's test it out. What I have here is the sound sensor, which is turning on the LED, and all I could do is just rub it, I guess, and it'll turn on the LED. Now what I have here is the light sensor, and if I make it dark, the LED should turn on, kind of like a nightlight. And I swear it's not this that's activating it, it's the light sensor. That's how that works. Now let's check out this one. It's pretty cool. This is just on distance. So this is based on distance. Over here, this is based on sound. And over here, this is based on light. And it's pretty cool. Over here, I'm importing a light sensor, ultrasonic sensor, a sound sensor, and what was supposed to be a buzzer. The thing is, when I was first testing this out, the buzzer was kind of being weird. And I could imagine it would keep it on if the buzzer ever went on. Like, one little knock, then the buzzer is going to stay on if it's too close. But I have everything on their respective ports. And as they may see, I'm no longer using the D0 to 7. I'm actually using A3 and 2, which is the light blue ports. But I'll show you guys that later on. Over here, we have functions. Now we actually have a bit of different functions. One for distance, and the other for reading, which the reading can have its own logs. To set this up, you're gonna have to first rely on this. You're gonna, like, right now it says 153. If I put my hand over the thing, then it should lower down. For some reason it's not, but it's supposed to. But I have everything set up, all with the use of the, what I believe is the, I forgot what it's called, an output, I believe. You get to print off a bunch of things. What I have here is the foundation plate for the Pi top. Now, as you may see, there's digital and there's analog. And the thing about digital, there's 8 of these, and analog there's only 4. And the reason for that is because almost everything goes into digital, which is, LEDs, buzzers, even a button. Now for the analog, it's kind of different because sound sensors and light sensors, they're analog devices. Everything else is digital, as I believe. It's pretty cool that we get to use this finally. And I just showed you how they work through the program. And to know why, like where to put things, all you have to kind of rely on is the little tags that you find on these little devices, like the sound sensor. You may notice that these are color coded, and so is these ports. Now, all you have to do is pretty much match these. You could already tell that this goes to the digital. And for analog, they're blue, which so is this. Now, there's also this little device here called the Potentiometer. I hope I said that right. And that goes to here. I have not yet seen what the I2C does, but I'll try to figure that out. And there's the wires that go with it. They're kind of universal for these little ports over here, because you can put them on any way you want. Well, as long as they're facing the right way. Now, sometime whenever I figure out how to work this thing, I'm gonna try to get onto a similar project to figure this out. This is different. I actually don't know how to connect it, but they're using pins. It's kind of different than plugging them in. Well, of course, they're plugging them in, but as pins, but I'm gonna try to figure that out whenever I can, and hopefully I could move on to the Pi Top 3 instead of just going straight to Pi Top 4. That is it. There's the whole thing. If you want to copy this all, I'm going to try to see if I could have the whole thing in the description without the angle brackets to be an issue. Maybe I could have them in the comments. If not, then I'll probably have to use some other website to allow you to copy and paste this. But I prefer that you just type it all out, because you get to learn that way. I definitely learned that this year and many years ago. And that's it. Thanks.